These coaches abused that trust placed in them by the players and their families, and they violated the duties that they owed to their schools.
Fraud and corruption charges announced today against several high-profile figures in college basketball. We sent you a breaking news push alert when the story broke this morning. Tonight, Fox 23 has team coverage, starting with investigative reporter Ashley Lincoln. She's live with why the federal government says Evans and other Division I coaches took advantage of players. Ashley.
Well, Shay, the U.S. Attorney of New York, called this case the dark underbelly of college football. Now, he says these coaches, along with OSU coach Lamont Evans, were aware of the NCAA rules that they broke.
It was a play-by-play strategy surrounding kickbacks amongst some of the top professionals in college basketball.
Month after month, the defendants exploited the hoop dreams of student athletes around the country.
Acting U.S. Attorney for Southern New York, June Kim, said this is the dark side of collegiate sports.
Today, we announced charges of fraud and corruption in the world of college basketball.
10 people charged in 3 different federal complaints on allegations of conspiracy, bribery, and fraud.
Coaches at some of the nation's top programs soliciting and accepting cash bribes.
Oklahoma State University's assistant men's basketball coach Lamont Evans is one of the accused. Court documents reveal since 2015, Evans received $22,000 from bribes. I found he was already pulling in around $150,000 from his salary. The documents suggest Evans was getting paid by sports managers to then pay potential players with the promise of those players hiring these managers once they make it to the pros. The court says Evans would travel to South Carolina, New York, West Virginia, Miami, and Las Vegas to negotiate the bribes.
These coaches abused that trust placed in them by the players and their families.
And on Fox 23 News at 6, I'll break down when exactly Evans started this scheme and what he said during his conversations that were being recorded by the FBI. Reporting live from Stillwater, covering news that matters, I'm Ashley Lincoln, Fox 23 News.
Our team coverage continues now with Fox 23's Jackie Del Pilar. She joins us live from campus with how the university and students are reacting tonight. Jackie.
The university describes these allegations as serious and troubling, and every student I spoke with here on campus today is surprised to learn about OSU's involvement.
I was definitely taken aback that it happened here.
OSU students shocked to hear about charges against Lamont Evans. The assistant men's basketball coach is one of 4 coaches charged with fraud, conspiracy, and corruption. The U.S. Attorney's Office says the coaches accepted cash from managers and sportswear companies and funneled money to families of recruits.
That's like not what Oklahoma State's about, and just to hear that kind of shocks me.
Some students tell me the illegal kickbacks are unacceptable.
I really think that's messed up. Bribing people, I mean, we should just really just earn what we're doing instead of just bribing people. I don't think that's fair.
But others say this is a competitive league. They're not surprised some coaches will go to extremes to have the best team they can.
It kind of makes sense. We were trying to get our program back up, and sometimes people make poor decisions when trying to do that.
Lamont was named the associate head coach for OSU's upcoming basketball season, but is now suspended by the university. Students I spoke with are worried about how this will affect the Cowboys come basketball season.
Hopefully OSU doesn't get too bad of a black eye on this, because I love the school and I hate negative press.
Fox 23 told you back in March when the current head coach here described Evans as like a brother to him. It's unclear right now what kind of penalties the basketball program itself might be facing. Reporting live in Stillwater, covering news that matters, I'm Jackie Del Pilar, Fox 23 News.
And count on Fox 23 for continuing coverage of the college sports fraud case throughout the night. We have the entire report available online for you to read right now. Just go to fox23.com and click on this story.